Hey friend, you may be brand new to video production, or maybe you've been doing this a few years. But what I do know is if you've been doing this for any more than 5 or 10 minutes, you'll probably notice there are so many tools and applications out there, either designed to help you run your videography business or streamline your creative process. Today, I'm gonna talk about 3 tools to help you do all of the above. And the best part is they're completely free to use. So I won't waste any time. The very first tool we're gonna talk about is an audio library found within, you guessed it, the YouTube Studio. Friend, if you're serious about creating a videography or video production company or business, getting paid for what you're doing here, you've gotta have a YouTube channel. It could be to just post your own videos, post your own content that could be used to drum up leads. Maybe you wanna showcase some client work as well as part of your portfolio. But if you already have a Gmail account, technically you already have a YouTube channel. You just need to pick a username and activate the account. So once you have your YouTube channel created, or if you already have one created, you just click on your image at the top right, the photo of you or whatever you've used for your image there. Scroll down until you see YouTube Studio. Now, once you get into the YouTube Studio, you'll see your analytics and all that fun stuff, but all the way on the left of that column, there's gonna be what's called the audio library. If you click that, it's opening up YouTube's audio library that was built and designed exclusively for creators just like you to use their music. It's royalty-free music that you can download and insert into your videos. You don't have to worry about licensing, because if you post that video to YouTube, YouTube recognizes that audio came from the YouTube Studio or the audio library within the YouTube Studio. There's also sound effects built in there as well. So if you're doing some sound design, you can play with the sound effects as well. So for contrast, I have used some paid sites like MusicBed and Vado. I know folks have talked a lot about Artlist as well on YouTube. If you're at a point in your business where it makes sense to invest in some of those tools, some of them can be pretty pricey, so just fair warning. But if you're at a point where it makes sense to invest in those tools, be my guest. Most of them give you much more than just an audio library. Some give you animated templates for backgrounds. They give you animated text, all kinds of things that are built into these tools, but they do come at a price. Here at Guided Productions, we're all about creating pro video without breaking the bank. And so friend, why not get started with what's already at your fingertips that won't cost you a dime? And that is, of course, the audio library found right in the YouTube Studio. Next on our list, number 2 is gonna be Canva. Now, one of my least favorite things, and it's really unfortunate because it's super important to your video and the success of your video, is creating thumbnails or any kind of graphical element. I am not a graphic designer. I will not even pretend to be one. I used to work on a creative team and I had amazing graphic designers that would craft all of that, and I just had to be the one to drop it into the video or animate it. But when it comes to creating thumbnails, friend, you can't overlook the importance here. You could create the best video in the world and nobody's gonna click on it if the thumbnail isn't interesting enough. You gotta put it in a pretty neat package for people to wanna open it up and see what's inside. So I discovered Canva some time ago. There's a free option, and of course there is a paid option that gives you a whole bunch more things that you can do, but I found that there's quite a bit you can do within the free version as well. You can get a mobile app for your phone if you're one of those folks that likes to edit on the go, or you can just deal with it right through your browser like I do on my iMac here behind me. What's great about Canva is it has all kinds of templates for colored backgrounds, for photo backgrounds, graphical elements. You can create different layers. You can create your own brand and choose different colors and text and fonts, all that good stuff built right into the program. And most of that is completely free. A lot of what I am using, I like the background eliminator or the background remover. I used to shoot my thumbnails in front of a green screen, throw them in Premiere, and then I would have to try to key out the green screen to try to put me in front of whatever it is I wanted in my thumbnail. It would take me hours just to create a thumbnail after I've already published the video. Friend, save yourself a ton of time, get into Canva, and I think you're gonna love it. Now, we've covered audio, we've covered thumbnails or graphical elements within Canva. The last thing that I do wanna mention here is called WeTransfer. If you are working with clients, you're gonna need some way to send rough cuts back and forth so that they can take a look at the video, give you some feedback, suggest revisions, they'll send it back to you, you can do that, send it back, that sort of thing. Now, a lot of times, especially if you're shooting in 4K footage, these file sizes are gonna be massive. And so in most cases, email doesn't allow you to send footage back and forth, but a tool like WeTransfer allows you to send up to 2 gigs at a time for free. Now you can send more than that if you wanna go with their paid option, but I find their free version works really well. You can send your client a hyperlink directly to the video, or it'll just email them right from the app itself. You can put a message in there. And the great thing is it actually times the link out. So if you send it to your client, it'll usually time out after about 3 days. If you don't want your links expiring, again, the paid version, you can extend that or have no expiration whatsoever. But in the free version, it will time out after 3 days. Personally, I use that as a means to create some urgency with my clients. Hey, here's a link. It will be expiring in 3 days. Take some time, view the video, send me your feedback, and I'll make sure that we tackle those revisions. So I find that this is such a helpful tool. As you're building out your video, you've got all the audio, you've got all the things built into it, you've created a thumbnail, or maybe you even need to build some graphical elements that live inside the video. You can use Canva for that as well. In fact, you can actually edit video to some extent within Canva. That might only be the paid version though, so don't quote me on that. And then to be able to send those large files back and forth, friend, just use the free version of WeTransfer. And again, if you want to go with the paid version for all of these, I couldn't say enough good about them. But again, I just want you to make smart decisions as you scale your business. If you're new to this, you don't have a lot of capital to invest anyway, so it might just make sense to use what's already at your fingertips. Friend, I do have to say this whole video assumes that you've already selected a preferred video editing software. My personal preferred video editing software is Adobe Premiere Pro, but unfortunately there's not a light or free version. There might be a free trial available, but it is a paid subscription. So if you are still hunting for that video editing software and you want to move out of things like iMovie or some of those free editors, I would check out DaVinci Resolve. My understanding is that the free version of DaVinci Resolve can get you so far. And as you grow and scale in your videography business, it might just make sense to transition that into the paid version as well. If you like Adobe, check out Premiere Pro, but again, it is going to be a paid subscription. So just trying to show you what's out there in addition to these other free tools. Now, friend, if you want to learn more about video production as a whole, as you go to navigate this new video journey, go to guidedproductions.com/bettervideoguide. Download my 6 steps to creating better video. It's a downloadable PDF. I'll walk you through everything from your initial idea all the way to exporting a fully processed and published video. I've added a checklist at the end so that you don't have to think about your steps. You can get it right every single time. Just go to guidedproductions.com/bettervideoguide. I'll put a link to it in the description below, but it's my free gift. It's just to say thanks for hanging out with me. So thank you for spending this time with me, friend. If you have questions about any of the tools I've talked about here today, if you're working with some other free tools that you would think would be valuable for others to hear, friend, leave them in the comments below. Leave your questions in the comments below, and I'd be happy to help any way that I can. But thank you again for spending this time with me. Go check out these free tools. Have an amazing day, and I will see you on another video real soon.